trouble, like when I create things, like it's the content, right? Y'all said it's just unreleased tracks that y'all had. Did y'all, when y'all picked those tracks, did y'all specifically pick those that fit the content? Or was, like you said, just those hottest tracks that y'all had?
Well, when we sat down and spoke, it was like the mixtape is called 2 Seasons. So our thought was we have to give the listeners a bit of everything. We can't just stay on one dimension. Like we can't just be straight bars and just killing and selling and you feel me?
Right. Now I definitely like the idea behind that. Like the name behind it, like 2 Seasons, especially because it's both of y'all on the project. And I enjoy like joint collabs so much, especially when it's two artists that like complement each other. Like, you know, of course I enjoy like people like solo projects and whatnot, but when it's like a perfect like, it's just like it's inseparable energy. Like, and I know y'all match each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I definitely enjoy projects like that.
I think it enhances the song. Because it seems like when new music comes out, you hear the artist, you're used to their voice, but when you get another voice that is just, like you said, has that vibe, that energy that matches the main person,
right.
It makes the song better too.
Right.
I want to ask you how you came up with the name Team Goya. You don't know what Goya is, but why would y'all pick that?
I'm gonna let Hayes. You know.
That's his idea. Yeah, that's what you said.
Well, Team Goya, basically, you know, we both Spanish, you know what I'm saying? So, and on my double always that song, we felt like we was 2 seasons. You know what I mean? For the game, coming up and coming in. And it also stands for going over your achievements. And then the other acronym is get off your ass. Team, get off your ass. Before you chase the bag, you gotta get off your ass. Goya.
So true.
Yeah, yo, I think y'all should like promote that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
like, that's hard.
Yeah.
Like, real rap.
You know what I'm
Team,
saying?
get off your ass.
And to be honest, that came from battle rap.
Yeah, battle rap too. We got battles out. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that talk later. But just to rewind,
yeah, you know,
a little bit,
you know about that. Though.
Nah, yeah, but
Battle
just
rap
to
joint and all that.
just to rewind a little earlier in y'all career, when did y'all first get into music and start rapping?
It's been since I was a kid.
You remember any specific age?
The more I can tell you is my moms and everybody tell me like my pops used to put the headphones on my mom's stomach and shit. So it just like since I was a kid, my mom said everybody said I was just around with brush singing, rapping. You know what I mean? So this just been in blood.
You?
Yeah, me, same shit. My father was a DJ, so I've been around music since I was a little kid. So, but when my first, I want to say like 11, 12, I started writing, but then I took it serious probably when I was like 14, 15. I really said, I mean, I run around, started battling people, taking it serious, hit the studio, doing things like that. I mean,
So from there to now, how do y'all feel like? Can y'all describe y'all development individually? Like from when you first started, can y'all describe like how y'all feel about y'all development from?
Oh yeah, everybody, I feel like you know what I mean, when you really take something serious, you get better. You know what I mean, you want to master at it, you know what I mean, you want to be great at what you do. So from when I started to now, I feel like, you know what I mean, I became more wise, I can say. You know what I mean? Like I always knew I got bars, I had the talent, you know what I mean? Now, from my best goal from then to now is that I'm more on the business aspect right now. You know what I mean? Like
Important, that's very important.
very important, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, you know what I mean, the jewelry, you know, that look good, but that's not what I want. You know what I mean? I'm looking at what my kids is gonna have when I'm not here anymore.
Plan
So
B.
that from then to now, like back then I would be like, yeah, I wanna have the jewelry and I wanna have the cars and
Yeah.
so you know that's something that I definitely grew on.
And you know what? I like how you like talked about that type of development because I wasn't even talking. That's mental development, and that's important as well. But I was just specifically talking about the music. But what you said is mental development is very important when you're coming up in the game because, like you said, you got to learn about the business aspect, marketing, all of that stuff. Like all of that counts. You can't just be out here rapping.
right.
But can you describe your development?
Me, I just learned music as the game, you know what I mean? Because I was just rapping. So I learned how to ride the beat. I learned how to spit a 16, you know what I mean? I knew the 4 count and beat and everything, make a hook, a bridge. So me, I basically just learned the music and I got, you know what I mean, way better with it.
You have to study rap.
Basically, yeah,
Maybe
basically.
they go into rap and they're like, I can rap, I can put bars together, but then don't really know any
I
history.
learned concept to the song too, cause I was just rapping. I didn't
Right.
know what I was doing.
Right.
It was just
Right.
bars all over the place. So
Right.
I learned how to do the concept. Like I gotta stay
Put it
on this.
together,
And-
exactly.
Yeah, I
Stay
learned
focused in the
everything.
song.
So
Exactly.
And I just want to throw that out there, like for everybody that do come to the studio and tell you, we go in there and we don't have nothing written.
yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
we don't
Yeah.
write.
Any song that you about to play, we didn't have nothing written for. So we go in there, we sit, we listen to the beat, the hooks comes, and
Makes
it
it
just
come to
comes.
you, yeah.
You know, so like that's another thing that we developed on. Like, we just got an ear for it.
And
We're
the back and forth is crazy. We go back and forth like kissing style. It's crazy.
Yes, sir. Let it
It's
hear
I
it.
can't wait to hear
It's
it.
crazy. Yeah,
So we
go
got
ahead.
we're gonna play 2 songs real quick, back to back. The song back to back and Heartless.
There it goes. There it goes.
You wanna tell us a little bit about them? Those songs? Starting with back to back.
Back to back is just we got a couple parts to back. As you can see, that's back to back part 3. I believe I sent you. So yeah, we have a couple of them, and it's just like, yo, let's just go back to back and let's just show niggas how to, you know what I mean?
I
Bars.
basically just feeding off his energy. We was in the studio smoking, drinking, having a good time. We just went crazy on it.
And I think Heartless kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, Heartless.
Yeah, Heartless is just, you know, we a team, but we're working on single projects as well. So Heartless is just, you know what I mean, for everybody that doubted us and thought we weren't making no way, you know what I mean, and thought we wouldn't do nothing with what we was at. You know, for people that came around when I was down, they wasn't around, you know what I mean? And that kind of made me heartless towards people.
And my fault to add on to that, I did watch the video when it dropped. I love that video because I'm always into motion picture and art. Like that's where I develop myself to. Like, you know, and I could hear that we all on the same page with the type of artistic stuff that you need to do that. When you shoot motion pictures like that as a video and you just not around jumping on the block just because you can do it, like I respect that a lot more. Actually putting art into your vision, like, you know what I'm saying? So I enjoy the videos out on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
It's
definitely out on YouTube right now, Heartless. You can definitely check that out.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I
Go
was
check
listening
that
to
out.
a team called Goya. Get off your ass. This is back to back and Heartless.
Let's go.
This is right along.
Ride along, say what? We rollin' rock, keep up, what's up? It's the ride along, say what? And they ain't sweating the snow, you know. It's the ride along, say what? We rollin' rock, keep up, what's